So, I'm gonna make this video short and sweet, but I just need to vent, and you know, it's an experience everybody is having with this one particular application. But this one particular application is supposed to be the application that is created by the biggest and most successful athletic sportswear and footwear company in the world, in the history of the world, being Nike. And the sneakers app. The sneakers app. And all of the, I'm going to try to keep it PG-13 because I would like to, hopefully one day when I have more than 20 subscribers, monetize these videos, but it's not about that. It's about giving you value, so let's not get into that. And I appreciate all 20 of you subscribers. Subscribe, make it 21. It's an abomination. It is so ridiculous at this point. It is such a sham, and it's not because I always lose. I mean, everybody always loses. That's the thing. Everybody always loses. Like, there's whole groups and Instagram accounts dedicated to just like making memes about how bad sneakers is. And like, I mean, Nike, when are you gonna get? I understand that there's a lot of bots. I understand, like, I get it. Like, I understand it's not easier said than done. Just, fix it. I understand. I get it. I'm sure you're working to fix it. I would hope you are. But okay, like, perfect example. A couple weeks ago, with the Jarritos Dunks, let me see. Trying to find my thing here. Hold on a second. All right. Here, Cop for Resell on Instagram posted this already May 15th. So already a while, 10 days ago. I've been meaning to make this video for a while already for a lot of different reasons, but this one kind of just like irked me a lot that I didn't hit these. I entered them and I didn't hit them the way I never do. So whatever, it is what it is. But you guys can go to Cop for Resell on Instagram and take a look. But and you may already know about this, and then I can just Google it. But basically, tons of people, apparently, and I believe it because why would this be fabricated or made up? That tons of people began receiving cancellation. I don't know if you can see that on my screen. But anyway, just go to that post there on their page. Began receiving cancellation notifications, in their orders. So basically, I guess, they overbooked the sale. And I know that they have the option to cancel the order. I get that, and I understand that they have every right to just do the worst possible, like you try to enter into a drop and then it'll kick you out of the drop, or it won't kick you out. Now these days they do mostly like time drops, it seems like, for the most popular ones, and then basically you're entered and then it tells you hit or you didn't hit, and 99% of the time it's going to be that you didn't hit. But others that you're even trying to enter to buy, it seems like I try to enter to buy certain ones, and then I'll have issues even being able to actually initiate the checkout process or what, any number of things. I mean, it's just, I'm beyond words at this point. It's like, it's ridiculous. I mean, it's literally a joke. I mean, it's a running joke all over the internet. I mean, I'm sure, or I would hope, if not, maybe, they'll know eventually if enough people make content like this. But I mean, it's horrible. I mean, it's really bad. I don't know what to say anymore. I mean, I think Nike needs to implement to a certain point, and I know that they have it in select retailers, but I don't know, just maybe more going back to the old drops of, like, camping out for certain sneakers and things, and just, I mean, I don't know. I don't understand, because if it's a sneakers drop, that means that it should be dropping in all Nike stores, but they don't want to have the drops come out in Nike stores and then when it's collabs, they'll have it, at the different locations depending on where it is. But it seems like maybe Nike should have, I don't know, just thinking out loud, maybe they should have something in place as far as having a certain amount of shoes, dropping at local retailers, and having a system there in place. I mean, a line system, a raffle system. I mean, it's, raffle's the same thing as sneakers, but it's just, I don't know. The sneakers app is just, it's horrible. I don't know how else to put it. That's pretty much the general consensus on the internet, and it's because it's the truth. It's not good. Like, it's really not good. Like, I don't know. Everything is just very complicated and difficult, it seems, as far as like actually being able to secure a pair of shoes. And then, as I said, it's just, I don't even how to keep filling in on it or describing it. I need to record this video, and I need to just vent, I guess, out there. And if perhaps other people are experiencing this the way that I am, the same type of frustration, just go ahead and drop a comment, please, below, and then at least we can connect on that, if nothing else. But it's just like, okay, I'll put it to you this way: I'm not a gambler, other than the gamble of life. Every time I walk out the door, rolling the dice like everybody. But as far as like actually betting, like in like casinos or sports betting, I've never been into that. I'm not really into that. But the point I'm trying to make is, I do almost every week, if not every other week, I do play Powerball, which is $2 one time. I have a certain amount of numbers, a certain set of numbers that I play, and it costs me $2 a week, or $2 every other week. I can spend $2 a week. I spend $2 a week on plenty of other nonsense and more. So, point being, I can spend $2 a week on the same Powerball numbers every week from now until I die, or until I can no longer, get the numbers or whatever. You know what I mean? I can do it now from every week from now until I'm 80 years old, let's just say as an example, or until I die. And $2 a week isn't going to do anything to hurt my pocket in the long run. And you know what? I enter the Powerball numbers. I'll probably never win. Maybe I get close one day. Maybe I don't. Doesn't matter. It's $2 a week. The sneakers app, I feel like it doesn't cost me anything, though. I don't have to pay anything. I can enter into whatever drops or whatever. Like, okay, it doesn't have that element at all, obviously. But aside from that, at times I feel like it's almost like maybe not hitting the Powerball, but it is like hitting the lottery, especially like an in-demand pair of sneakers. Like the general stuff that everybody wants that's like available, like, okay, as far as working like a regular app, I mean, I'll give credit where credit is due. Like, okay, in the in-stock section, okay, look, for example, the Toro Bravos that dropped today, which is actually pretty nice. Not that I'm buying or wanting them, but they look, pretty dope. But these sneakers, if I go to check out right now, they're available. It's not like a rush of demand right now to buy. Like, that's it. That's in their in-stock section. I'll check out right now and buy these with no problem. Okay, as far as that, it works. Like a regular app, like just to check out and buy like the stuff that's in their actual in-stock section here. Okay, works, no problem, obviously. But as I said, as far as getting into drops, or even if a sneaker has any type of demand, then of course, this is built on demand from consumers and also resellers. Yes, I understand this, but any type of demand behind the sneakers at all, and it is literally like you're playing the lottery to either, if the sneaker drops, basically, if it drops as, just it's available at 10 a.m. as an example, you literally, to get in and check out, and depending on the sneaker, it is, if it's something really desired and if it has a pretty good resale value, essentially, you may not even be able to check out. You might go to hit, like, okay, I hit my size 11, and then I go to check out, and then as I'm going to check out, like something, will mess up somewhere along the lines, and then it'll kick me back or something. It'll say, oh no, the size is not available or whatever, or it'll make me verify my payment one more time, which I don't mind doing that, but it's like, it makes you put in your security code every time, but then you put it, and sometimes there's a delay. There's a lot of factors involved. The point is, it's like, that way is like hitting the lottery, or hitting like a smaller lottery, and then also like a drop that everybody really wants, which most of those are really, really really high, like the Jarritos dunks that I just spoke about in the beginning of this video. Those were released as actually just you entered a drop. It wasn't even like, you know, I mean, if you're watching this video, you know how sneakers works. I don't have to explain it to you, but you know, those, it is literally the lottery, because it's like, yes, and depending on the sneaker, I mean, yeah, you might spend, you know, $200 or $250, and the sneakers are, you know, $300, $500, whatever it is. So you make, you know, a good margin on the money you spend if that's what you're looking for, and they're more limited usually. But the point is that it's like, it's just crazy. It's like, I don't know. I mean, back in the day, I mean, sneakers. Yes, it was kind of like hitting the lottery in some ways, I guess, but you had to, like, I felt like you had the option to try to work for it, like, and it made it unattainable in that way too. Some sneakers that were in very high demand, you know, you could have somebody camped out in front of a store, or like, you know, right down the way from a store, or whatever, as close as they'll let them be, for 2, 3, 5 days, a week. It depends. I mean, what you're talking about, you know, if a pair of shoes was coming out and it's $200 and it was $2,000 on the resale value, I mean, you'd have people there for a week, you know, spending a week for $2,000 basically. Not that I'm saying it needs to go back to that, but it's just, I mean, I don't know. I don't know what the solution is, but it's just, and then the technological aspect of it is just so bad at times. It's like, it'll like freeze, it'll crash. It's happened to me multiple times where I'll click, like I'll go to click in to, like, you know, initiate the purchase, and then there'll be something in the moment there that's like it freezes with the page. I mean, another drop that recently came and went, and I know that there was, you know, a big fiasco regarding it, was the Lost and Found Jordan 1s that they were going to restock. I mean, they attempted to restock them, but I don't think it was a success. I don't think anybody got them, and essentially it was a big failure, because I remember when I went to go and do it, I'm seeing if they have it on the calendar. Right now they don't have it back on the calendar. But it was like 2 months ago, they went to restock the Jordan 1 Lost and Founds, and then I was there at 10 a.m. or whatever the time it was dropping. I think it was 10 a.m. like it always is. And at 10 a.m., I went to go and check out, and I was scrolling up and down, and there was nothing. It was just like the product. It was like this page. You know, this page, but it didn't say notify me. It didn't have that. So it just had the product description, and it had all this, but there was no checkout, no buy. It just said the Lost and Found Jordan 1. It had all the stuff and all that, you know, but there was no where to check out and buy. And then, you know, and then shortly thereafter, it kind of just evaporated from the app. And it was a big fiasco. You know, it's just like, I don't know. I don't understand. I feel like Nike, for being a company the size that it is, with just the technology, I'm sure, and the minds that are working there in the company overall, and also with the sneakers app, I'm sure already. I don't understand. I don't understand how it's still so bad, so much of the time. So with that, I will cut this off, and let's keep pushing through those L's together, and hopefully we get some W's out at the end. Peace.